I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the 𝔼𝕤𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚 Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, 𝔼𝕤𝕚𝕚.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was 𝔼𝕤𝕚𝕚 even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute 𝔼𝕤𝕚𝕚 to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense, enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Xion?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
Try this on for size!
You're
mine!
Air throw! Reload!
You're mine! Swallow blade!
I'm only getting started. This is
It's
it. I'm
over.
almost done. In here. This'll come in handy. Annihilation!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Raging storm!
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Wow. Look what I just found.
I won't forgive you!
Not today! Take this!
Another energy!
It's over!
Diesel down! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
I'll take you all off! First strike! That's enough!
Do it!
Shattering Xion!
Get toasty!
Burn
Burning.
A comfortable win.
What's this thing?
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Don't mind if I do.
Take
Radiant
this.
light!
Ether.
Heal force!
Swallow blade.
Super swallow blade! I'm only getting started. Do it! Lightning Dohalim!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Now.
Glacial spear! Here's the evil! Lightning Dohalim!
No escape.
Freeze Lancer!
I'll stop its charge.
Do it! Thanks, Kisara!
Nonsense.
Photon Strike! Lightning is down here!
You're finished.
Thunderblade!
Great.
A fish! You saw it.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. There's a nice breeze here. Ha! Nothing's biting. Yeah! All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Not too shabby, friend.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need... Need to thank me.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the 𝔼𝕤𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚 Guard. Although, 𝔼𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕚's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let 𝔼𝕠𝕠𝕠 handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
𝔼𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, 𝔼?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
All done. Come and eat.
You okay, Xion? You're not eating very much.
What's wrong? Do you not like the cheese fondue that you made?
Yeah, I'm used to seeing you more excited about food.
You're not feeling sick, are you?
No, I'm fine. It's nothing like that. It's just...
What?
I guess I just don't understand what the appeal is. We could just as easily put everything on a plate and pour the cheese on top of it instead.
I suppose it lies in being able to decide exactly how much cheese you want. There's also something to be said for enjoying how it all turns out. It's fun.
That's fine and all, but I wish the plate-to-mouth time was shorter.
I think I understand. You don't like having to put in so much effort into eating something, do you?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Actually, now that I think about it, you're a way less fussy eater than you look, Xion.
In my book, there's no one right way to eat a meal. Tuck in, take your time, be dainty or devouring. As long as you enjoy the food, that's what counts.
There's no need to stand on ceremony while we're out camping in the wilderness.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, Don't mind if I do.
I've never seen someone dump that much cheese on a meal before. Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training, too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. See you guys tomorrow. You guys ready to hit the road? I know I am.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
live long enough to regret this!
You're mine! Destruction! First strike! Forward blade! Destruction! All fitted got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle!
Forward blade! All yours! Not today! Damn it! Slide! Glimmer blade!
Radiant, where are you going?
Destruction! Here I come! Long! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Now you see what I can do!
You're on!
Where are you going? Nice,
No
Law!
escape!
Leave it all to Law!
Do it! I'm here to get toasty!
Bird strike!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my heart. When he slows down, that's our chance.
Watch the thunder field!
Prepare to be sealed. Swallow blade! Destruction!
In a bind?
I'm on a roll now! Slide! Swallow dance! Destruction!
Tempest whirl!
Here I come! It's over!
Water!
Here I come! Slide!
Do you require a hand? In a bind?
Sleep now!
Destruction! Slide! Swallow blade! No escape!
Dance in the wind!
Destruction!
Take this! Can't get out of this!
Lightning to death!
Swallow blade!
Keep going! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Shouldn't have messed with me!
Now! I'm on!
Dion forward! Dance in the wind, Dion! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Got some interesting moves there, Ďoħalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine this sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Ďoħalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Ďoħalim?
But of course. that.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. What's up?
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Dance in the wind!
Leave the charges
I'm
to
almost
me.
on top!
Far enough.
Raging cat annihilation!
Blind freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Astral energy! Full throttle! What's this? I never miss!
You're on!
Who wants to die next? Get on in there!
Do it! Do it!
Hey!
Blow them away!
There's always room for improvement.
What's this thing?
No holding back!
Take this!
Now this'll be a piece of cake!
Come there! Take this!
Wind astral energy! Photon
In a bind?
Don't mind if I
Pesky
do.
airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for your lead art to me.
No place here! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Hey!
Blow them away!
Will this help?
My turn! Eat this!
Lightning orb! Light acid! Do it! Condemn!
Swallow blade!
Thunder blade!
No done!
Did you just heal me?
Yes. I need you, remember?
Right.
Do it!
I'm not done!
Thunder blade!
I can feel my power growing!
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with that?
Out of our way!
I'm not done! Destruction!
Denied! Glacial wind here's evil! Lightning condemned!
Destruction!
Take this!
Sighted!
They got me blasted!
That's my
I'm
cue!
not done! Shut him down.
Like Astro dance in the wind.
Ignite.
Only getting started. Air
Here I
blast.
come.
Armor won't save you!
No escape.
Photon blast.
Do it. Destruction. My turn. Sata.
This
You're
one's
on.
mine.
Take this.
This one's mine.
Take this. First try.
Here goes.
Do it.
Law, get toasty.
Burn strike.
Right, next
Not
one.
here. Sata.
Already on.
It's all mine. You're on.
Raging cascade.
Burn it out.
There you go. Now, reload.
Strike.
Astral energy, full throttle. Go.
Not a chance. Sata.
Dragon show.
You're on.
Wow! Look what I just found.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Swallow blade. I'm on it. Crush.
I'm like bait to them!
Roll now!
Take this. I'm not done. Slap.
Glacial spear!
You're mine. Swallow blade. Destruction. This one's all mine. Crush. We've turned the tables on it.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
This one's mine.
You're mine. Chill.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
With this, I can become even stronger. Get lost!
Take this.
They're attacking
Not
from the
today.
left.
First strike. Here I
Radiant
come.
Blast.
Here through. It's too much.
Here's a healing arm.
Okay, here I go.
Mega ray.
Easy and snaring to me. Yeah, and bubbling to me! You shouldn't have messed with me!
Try harder. My turn. Swallow blade. Crush. Destruction. Try harder. My turn.
So much for sitting. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'll tear you apart!
Here, let me help.
Getting stuck.
First aid!
Okay, here I go.
Here, let them run!
Now or never. Burn!
I'll heal you all!
Swallow blade.
I'll smash you!
You're mine.
Healing circle!
Okay, here can't get out of this. It's over.
Lunar blast!
Now, you can do those things.
Hey! Blow them away!
My turn. Swallow blade.
Radiant blood! Eat this! Who wants to die next?
Now I'm real mad!
Take it!
I'll tear you apart!
Destruction.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Step back! This one's all law! We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
I just noticed none of you other Danons have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Ꭼ🧻. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in 𝔼𝕤𝕼 before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danon slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renin doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renins are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danons in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in 𝔼𝕼𝕼 have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Destruction! You picked the wrong fight! Take this! Swallow blade! Destruction! You're finished! Destruction! Now I can let loose! I'm not done! Slash!
Leave the charge to me!
Here I come!
That's enough!
Swallow blade!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one.
Swallow blade!
Already on.
Armor won't save you! Destruction! Slash! This one's all mine!
What's this?
I'm not done! Swallow blade!
Where are you going?
Slash!
Kisara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion. I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this place here?
It's on! You're mine! Swallow blade! Eat this! I'm on it! I'm not done!
Here's another.
Destruction! It's over! You're mine!
The enemy deals arc too.
We'll soon see about that.
Here's a healing arc.
You made quick work of it.
Want me to pick up your slap gun?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Astral energy! Full throttle!
My fists are crushing it out there. Be a breeze. Get in, get out. Smash you!
Burning strike!
Run on it.
Wind astral energy!
Eat dirt!
Lightning to death!
Here I come! Swallow blade! Crush!
Raging cascade!
Destruction!
Far enough! This is coming!
In a bind.
Your
That's
mouth!
enough.
Swallow blade! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
It's over! Crush! Destruction! First strike!
Glacial spear! Here I come! Breathe louder! This one's mine!
Whirlwind
I'll
strike!
never miss!
It's over! This time! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Here I come! It's over!
Annihilation! Dance in the wind!
Ready and willing.
Seven Eye Off! Don't mind if I do.
Burn in hell!
Here I go! Lightning raging
Carve
cascade!
through armor!
Mega ray!
Prepare to be sealed, those bleeding
Dance in the wind!
sounds more appropriate.
Less talking and more doing. I'll heal you all. Tempest healer! What a relief! Where are you going? Lightning to death! Thunderblade! There! Raging cascade! Another! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on us.
Yes, ma'am.
Swallow blade!
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
I'm even stronger than before.
I won't forgive you! They're surrounding us!
You picked the wrong fight! Swallow blade!
In here!
Destruction!
Get on in there with the others! Hear me! Flame of fury!
Shattering
Here I go!
Attack!
Swallow blade! Take it down! Swallow blade! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this be on? Astral energy! Full throttle!
You're finished! Swallow Blade! Destruction!
Super Swallow Day!
You're on the
Hurricane! Light Hanger!
Now see that you don't get...
Astral Energy! Full throttle! Go!
The astral energy is surging around me.
How do you even know about all that astrally stuff?
Same way I know what you do in the middle of the night.
What? Are you serious? Be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Not today!
Raging Storm! I never miss!
Take this!
Photon Flash!
Destruction!
Here! Redwell! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Go!
My turn! Swallow Blade! Crush!
Now!
Reverse!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shot!
Well done! Mind if I do?
You're mine! You're on!
Do it!
Swallow Blade!
Astral Energy! Full throttle! Go! Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Hey, when did I get so popular?
It's over! You picked the wrong fight!
I'm on it!
Annihilate! I'm ready!
Destruction!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Now you see what I can do.
My lady?
Something you wanted to say?
You're
This
mine!
one's mine!
We got the advantage.
Now!
Good.
Get toasty!
Burst strike!
Now this one's all mine!
Love here! Air thrust! Wall!
Yeah.
Astral
Do it!
Energy!
Mirage!
That extra training paid off.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
Oh!
I guess.
All right!
How's this?
Oh! How's this?
Wow. Thanks. I was wondering why she'd gone quiet. She's still eating.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Mm-hmm.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with.
Yeah! Hey. Just great. Hey! Good.
What? Is this your idea of atonement?
I never put much thought into what would come after liberation.
Don't expect me to help you with this sort of thing in the future.
think Hoodle senses something.
It's on!
You picked the wrong...
Looks like it could be worth something.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Nothing gets by me!
Barely a blip on our radar.
No backing down!
Here I come! Slash! Not again!
Super Swallow Dance! All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
They're surrounding us!
No escape!
Glimmer Dragon!
Destruction!
A lot of it's buried, but some of it could still be usable.
Only if we drive off the zeugles, though. Is the area worth the trouble? I suppose we won't be running out of work anytime soon.
Finally made it.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Yeah. Sorry. Damn it. Hey.
Gotcha!
Right!
You seem happy for someone who just went on a wild goose chase.
Hey, when you're free, there's no need to sweat the small stuff.
Oh, it's no skin off my nose. But if we're done here already... Can we get back to our mission?
This'll be a delicious piece of cake!
Did you see?
Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
What? No, I wasn't!
I have a bad feeling about this.
Not my finest.
You'll pay for that! Time to cross blades!
Concentration!
Now
I'll bring you back
Here
from... Go for the weak point!
Confiscating!
Take this!
Feel!
Destruction! Try harder! It's off! Burn in hell!
This one's mine!
Take it!
Where are you going?
Shattering the pieces! Attack time! I'll finish you here and now!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Flash! Glimmer ready to go!
Lightning orb!
Destruction!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! I owe you one.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
It's time!
No
Bring you
escape!
back from death's abyss.
Destruction! Crush! It's over!
That's gonna smart.
Here I come!
Lightning defense! Thunder blade!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
No further!
This one's mine!
Take this!
Resuscitation! I never miss! Photon dance in the
You're
wind!
mine!
Leave the charges to me.
Photon blast in the wind!
It's on!
Over. Get on in there with the others!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
I was overconfident.
I can't believe this.
What do you want to do about that big one?
Little help!
You're mine!
Eagle Fly! His armor! Back into the field!
Aim for the weak spot! Swallow Blade! We've got him on the run!
Don't get caught!
Right.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Right.
Well? Got it.
Right.
You finally made it.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Make sure to get some good rest. I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving. Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
There's the Zeugle we were asked to handle. This will be a delicious piece of cake. Flame of fury!
This one's all mine! Eat this! My turn!
Not on my watch! Who wants to die next? Freeze Lancer!
Is that the Zeugle we're looking for?
Right, here goes! Swallow blade! Damn it!
Swallow dance! Can't get out of this!
Air thrust!
Go no further!
Is all mine.
By the power of water!
Now!
Clean it, how?
Let me take the rest of it.
Well, someone's feeling lively.
Blow away! Far enough!
Raging storm!
Let's dispose of this crowd.
This one's all mine!
Who wants to die next?
Destruction! First strike!
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
We've reached our destination.
Hmm?
Right!
Damn.
I guess.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
Oh, hey!
Right.
Yeah!
All right.